There's one thing I just realized. The years are repeating. Every month is happening all over again. Yes, at certain age as mine, you just notice that there are things that somehow are in a cycle and they repeat themselves like time and calendar. I guess that those two are the same thing. But anyways, what if we also set a certain habit, a system, that we repeat ourselves each month every year? And what comes to my mind now is monthly reflection and planning. And here is my today's special offer for the exchange of your valuable time. I'm gonna share my 3-step process of monthly planning and reflection. We're gonna go into detail of each step, and at the end of it, we should both have the very first system in place that we can reuse every month, every year, forever. Grab your favorite pen and journal, or maybe just a note app in iPhone, and let's start with the step number 1. Reflect on your past. So here we have 4 questions to answer. Just be honest with yourself. The worst case is that your mom will read it. Question number 1. How do you feel about the past month? Dive into your emotions. Shut down the logical part of your brain that is seeking performance and of course productivity, and just really put down what is in your heart. Question number 2, my all-the-time favorite. What was the highlight of your past month? This is something that only you know. It could be a big thing or maybe just a small one. But nevertheless, what essentially made you happy? What made you feel good that you want to and like to remember? Question number 3, how satisfied am I with my results? This question can be answered in several ways. You can make maybe a scale from 1 to 5 and just rate it with a number, simple as that. Or you can ask someone from your family to give you a real feedback. But if you're a performance-driven person, you can look at the goals that you set up in the very beginning of the month and then just count which ones you actually achieved, which ones not, and based on that, rate your satisfaction. Question number 4, what were the key accomplishments that contributed to your long-term goals? I personally struggle a lot with my focus. My attention gets usually diluted into a lot of things while neglecting my long-term goals. Thus, we have this question here to remind all of us to focus also on long-term goals because they are somehow important and usually have a big impact on our lives. Step number 2, future planning. Again, we're gonna have 4 questions, so don't go anywhere and keep writing. Question number 1, what are the next steps of the projects that I'm currently working on? Imagine a situation when you are full of energy. Now I want to do something, work on my lovely project. So you sit down and then you spend an hour just looking around, right? Assessing the current state, and then think and decide what you should do. But that's a total waste of time for all of us productivity mindful people. So of course, it's good to always know what you should and want to do when you sit down with all that energy. Question number 2, if there is one thing I want to accomplish next month, what is it? I learned this question from the book The One Thing. It's lying here on my beautiful shelf. If I move it now to show you, the whole shelf will destroy. So let's keep it there. You want to pinpoint that one thing, which by accomplishing it, you would get a lot of value. Question number 3, what am I going to learn in the upcoming month? We are all lifelong learners. We actually learn every single day. And if we put a little more effort into it, be more determined, then perhaps you can learn something that would move us in our careers or just make people around happy and us as well. Question number 4, how can I refine my schedule to maintain the efficiency and maintain the focus on important tasks? I know I am optimization geek, but I just can't help myself. I always want to improve, always want to think about my productivity, efficiency, and of course I'm always dissatisfied with my performance each week. So this is definitely a question that prompts all of us to find those small tweaks that might have a huge impact on our productivity. Step number 3, action. We all have dreams, and as in any movie, there's always action. Then the hero goes through his journey of ups and downs, and then at the end, he reaches his destiny. And it's the same for us. We are heroes of our lives. No action, no fulfilling our destiny. So in this step, we're gonna schedule when we're gonna do the work. What tools you're gonna use for it is completely up to you. There are endless of calendars, Google, Apple, Notion, but I myself just use a paper journal. I won't lie, sometimes it's really inconvenient, but I just love paper and pen. For me, it starts with drawing the daily log for the full month. Basically, it means that I have a space for each day in the month where I write down the tasks or thoughts and little notes. And then I check the list of Someday projects / tasks if there is anything interesting that I might want to work on this month, and also look into the yearly log. So that's where we store future events and tasks. Usually what happens is that there's always something that happens in the far future and you don't have your daily log drawn out for that. And that means that you have to store this information somewhere. So you put that in the far future in your yearly log. And when that yearly log comes in, you just move that into your daily log. And so this is the way. The point here is not to get stuck in either analog or digital tool, but rather really focus on scheduling the actions for your goals. Because by doing so, you're gonna increase the chances of you accomplishing your goals, dreams quite a lot. One little extra tip from experience: schedule only one important task per day. If you schedule too much on a single day, you might accomplish that one important goal, but then you will see those 5, 6, 7 goals just untouched and you will feel bad about it. Our first system is in place. How amazing is that? What I didn't tell you is that I prepared a Notion template with this 3-step process. There you're gonna find all the questions that we went through in the step number 1 and 2, as well as the checklist for the step number 3, the action planning. And the link is down in the description. You can duplicate that into your Notion and then come to it every time you're gonna do this reflection and planning. So thank you so much for being here. Seek improvement, and I will see you later.